Hello everyone and welcome back to Penkin Plays How to Find 4 with the Kaiserreich mod. We're back in the Empire of Germany, and so in between the last couple episodes I've been doing a couple things. For one, the Kiku land rebellion has happened, and so I entered into the war. Luckily we've been bringing back some troops from the Eastern Front back to Africa anyway, so we have some troops in the area to fight that. Also in Africa I am going to be preparing an invasion of Egypt. That'll take 130 days, that's a long ways out. This is for a couple of reasons. One is to stabilize the Ottoman Empire, because they are being pushed back in Syria, they're being pushed back in the Mesopotamia, they've been pushed back, they're surrounded in Cairo. Things are not looking good for their armies, and they have been a very important lifeline for the Eastern Front and for Azerbaijan, so it just makes sense to me that we need to prop them up. Another reason would be we need to get the Suez Canal back up and running that we can use. That'd be incredibly useful. So after the troops down here take out Kiku land, they'll get on the border here and prepare an invasion up the river. Well, we'll also have an invasion coming from newly conquered Sicily to go against Alexandria and Port Said. That'll be that plan then. But that'll be for another, 130 days is roughly 4 or 5 months. So that's not until well into 1940. As for us, we have an issue where there's a massive invasion of Sweden that is getting around them. They are surrounding Malmo, they're surrounding units there. They have basically no one to defend them, and troops are being forced to fall back from the Norwegian line to go help. So I'm going to be pulling out my reserves once again, this time to go and hold that line here from Jönköping to Karlskrona. That's because it's a relatively important line here to hold, because everything else is kind of low supply. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's funny because I pulled off the troops that are here were originally fighting in Sweden, and so everyone's just doing our runabout. And here, they'll have to go through these seas, but luckily I don't see much action. There's a couple of Russian submarines to deal with, but not too bad. And here we got our fleet up and running, taking out a Italian fleet. For some reason, the Italians are not in the Italian seas, but that doesn't matter to me, because that just means that our invasion of Sicily should go off without a hitch. And we need to keep going. Also, last episode, the Entente entered, and we're currently in the Halifax conference about that. Let's just keep on a-trucking. Keep on going. Dunkirk is constantly under fire. Everyone's being called into the war with the German Kiku War. I'm thinking because we're putting so much pressure on Rotterdam, you should put some pressure over here around Ghent, so that those forces can't be pulled back. And here, French Republic wants a non-aggression pact. I'll take it. And here, oh my god, that is a lot of submarines to fight. The Mau Mau War. News of the German colony in Middle Africa is typically described as uneventful and positive. Colonial administrators painting a picture of the project as a powerful expression of German might. The colony's very existence now seems to be in jeopardy, however, as the German authorities previously described as a small-scale dying conflict has violently erupted into a war in Kenya. The coalition of several different ethnicities has banded together in an insurgency to expel European settlers in the land. In response, George Kraut, the head of the colony, has sworn to restore order in the Middle African units to set off for war. Well, ironically, the first troops to engage are actually going to be the armies of our client kingdoms. We got the armies of... Which one are you? Which flag is that? Is that... Ashanti? No. I think it's either Buganda or Garanganze. I think these ones are Garanganze, the other one is the other one. So they'll just push on to Nairobi. Other troops will come in to this conflict, they'll end up on this side. And behind them are going to be more troops, even behind them, coming through Azerbaijan right now with the troops that were holding the line in the Donbass, Don Kuban. Donbass is here, because this is the Don. Kuban's here. Don Kuban Union is together. Down here, we got troops. I'm hoping to push in this region. I'm hoping to push for Kharkov, because that is the only supply hub in this entire region of Ukraine, which is why all of these troops are having supply issues. But if we take that, the whole line will collapse and we'll be able to push forward. If we just take Kharkov and Kursk behind it. And well, this area can just be poorly supplied up until the point where we need to attack. And here, I think we're trying... No, most of these attacks are from previous battle plans, so don't worry too much about it. And over here, we're trying to push here. All we really need to take to collapse Estonia is Raval, Parno, Dorpat, and Narva. And that seems fairly doable. And here, you guys are just chilling. You should really be the general leading the army in Sweden. And it's to the point where I'm like, do we really need to hold this position at Petrograd? I don't think we do. So I think you can come over here. You can make a new force. It's kind of a western front because we're fighting the international. You can get your troops on a front line around here. Because that'll be a defensive line. This will be more active attack for the snowy forces. And just keep on going. You... French Republic pronounces Alsace-Lorraine. Hey, that's the thing we wanted. Woo! That's what we were looking for. That's what it's all about. You attack Rotterdam. If we can break Rotterdam, that's basically... Yeah, Rotterdam is the last defensive bastion inside of Batavia because it's the last port. If that falls, Middlebury, that place, it doesn't matter anymore because it's the last port to fight for. Here, Dunkirk's holding. Everything else on the line's good. Keep it going. We'll collapse Nijmegen very soon, although the troops who fall back at Nijmegen, do we demand more? Absolutely, we should recognize the colonies in Africa and Asia as ours. The Entente in Canada and here have no right to those colonies anymore, and if we're gonna fight together, they need to accept that. Outside of that, I'm pretty sure we can win mostly by our own, by our lonesome. Oh geez, they got the fleet out and about. Not really. You should be on light. Because over here, we're still battering that Italian fleet. Oh, jeez. I don't really worry too much about that. But in here, I'm sure these are the supporting vessels. Pound them, if you don't mind. What am I... Okay, I don't have any fighters in that region. You're in naval strikes, you're in strategic bombing. Where did I put my fighters? Didn't I have... Yeah, here. What are you doing? You go over this territory and help out in this battle. Because we're losing a bunch of our... Oh no, you need to get out of there. Oh, this was a different fight. Took out some of their submarines, but that's a different fight. You hold this position. We could try to push towards Malmo, but they have so many troops in the area. Interesting to see. In here, these troops are supposed to attack. Dominion of Canada refuses. Then clearly cooperation is not in the cards. Representatives of the Entente and Reichspakt met in the Canada city of Halifax in meetings, hoping to work together. I think we can pretty much do this on our own. I don't think we need to have that much cooperation. I'm honestly not too worried about it. I just need naval support. So if you... I cannot offer because we have strategic reasons to be hostile. What about you? Strategic reasons to be hostile? Because I would love to let you into my ports. Love to. Absolutely love it. In here, we are... Oh, the pride of the fleet. It's going down. Oh, no. They got away. Damn. Still, pretty good engagement there. Taking them out one at a time. In here, Rotterdam is sure to fall. They're falling back to Middlebury. They got nothing. They got nothing. Low supply, but we're pushing on. That's this force. They're still force attacking. In here, down the lines. They've actually chilled. Interesting. In here, you are chilling, because you really could be doing this by yourself. In here, these forces are the first ones to get there, where you're coming up from that side. You were the forces that took, I forget, Curaçao, I think it was the name. In here, Rotterdam will fall. Let's look over here. The invasion down here is going pretty well. Some issues along our lines here. Most places it's pretty good. And here, actually the attack's going okay. And here, troops have made it safely and soundly. Well, now you guys can just get, instead of a defensive line, just get on a line, similar to the other plan. Although, not too far, because that is not a good plan. So, just up to there. And you guys don't have any forces to work with. Try to relieve, if you don't mind, try to relieve Malmo. Where's the other force? You guys set sail yet? Yeah, you're going... Oh, you're going the land route. You're not going to risk it. Not what I would have done, and not in this way. Come this way. Make sure you reach your destination. Poland... Sardinia wants a non-aggression pact. Transamore wants a non-aggression pact. I'll happily take those. And here... oh, hey, we did destroy their final battleship. Although we're getting weak. We're getting pretty dang weak. We should really pull out of this fight. After we destroy them, of course. This is just going to mean we have even more things to repair. Lovely. You on the attack. Oh no, you need to be in that fight. You, right here. Bam. I have Ericon and Manstein back in the fight here. They got no supply, we got no supply. It's really just to break them. Their reinforcements got no organization. Everyone's fallen back. Looks pretty good. You make a beeline to save that unit. Malmo, I don't think we'll be able to reach. But if we can just make the way to this unit, that'll help the defensive line. Battle line at Jomkonkning. You attack that way. You hold the line open for that guy. Come to think of it, you should probably join in the attack. You come this way, this way, this way. Try to save Malmo. Oh no, they're coming for us. You there. Block them out. Yeah, there we go. Now what? Now what? The invasion of Petrograd's actually going well for them. Nice. The attacks are going fine, but we're not doing anything. Do I have air support in the region? We have air superiority, but not air support. You're on a strategic bombing mission here. How about you hold off on that? Don't attack their supply lines. I want you to come here, fight over the Ukraine region, please. Don't really care too much for bombing. I care about results. In here, Rotterdam. Oh, Middlebury is sending back reinforcements. Hold them in Middlebury just until we can get them out. Anybody in here not currently in the fight? We can go that way. Come on, get Hobart out of there. I want their forces to break. You have, what, 92 organization? Move some of these guys over. They can fight there. Once again, Mulehouse is under siege, under lockdown. You send your reinforcements back in. These guys can rest until you're ready to go. I feel like some of these troops can join in that fight. You guys can go join. These divisions can join the bloody bastards of Dunkirk. You don't go that way, though. Go around like a normal person. Rotterdam needs to hold. Iberia has declared war on the French Republic. How funny. You, Rotterdam. Come on, come on, come on. Down here. Malmo is holding now. Nice. In here. I don't know how I got involved in this fight. They got their carriers out. We have a very weak carrier force, but it's doing its work. Doing the Lord's work. Where are you going now? Oh, no, they just keep fighting. They just keep fighting. I just keep fighting it. It keeps working. Let's see here. How long? North Sea Fleet is 95% on the Schlesien. Nice. You have 5... The Kaiser Wilhelm is repaired, so just repairing those. 3 ships need repair, the Donau, the Weser, and the Warnau. Let's check that out in here. 4 days, 2 months, 3 days, 3 days, 7 days, 4 days. Looks like 3 days is a good time period to check back in. Am I going to do that? No. But it's a good time period to check on it. Both of you don't need to be attacking at once. You could go there. Attack from 2 sides. Help out the fighting. Ooh. Better yet, you attack that way. You attack that way. Let's cut off these troops from their supply lines. Ecuador has joined the... What? Now, Bobby, what in God's name is the Andean Pact? Okay, an Andean Pact, got it. And here, these are... So that's the Communard fleet. There's some destroyers. That must have been your fleet. Okay, fair enough. Now you're engaged in combat with... Really? Really? Okay. Quite the catch, I see. In here, we got a new cruiser submarine. Hey. I could use that somewhere. I want you to split off. I want this. A new scout group submarine. Where could I really need it? I really need a new one down here for patrol missions. Because it says they're bad, they're actually perfectly fine. They find the targets just fine. You need to get ready. You are ready, it's just you need to get ready. In here. Bam. Cut off. Surrounded. Get some points back up. Let's see. 3 and 28, 3 and 34. If we get involved in that combat, we're going to lose. And I don't particularly like it. You... just split in half. No one's really fighting in that region right now. Go there. Can I get any support in... How about... one of these guys... And gets a little bit of support from my friends. Because we need to fight in Sweden. We need troops to fight in Sweden. You're coming in to defend Dunkirk. Venezuela's joined the Andean Pact. Oh no, they're going to take Bourges. Oh no, how dare they? Oh wait, we can just reinforce them. Oops. Rotterdam has fallen. Lovely. Now then you... Yeah. Right now it's a hold situation. They are going to... What kind of line can we make here? Because this is, singular. So you create a defensive line against them. I want you... I want my paras to hold back... Here we go. Battery 712. Okay, you join in... Well, you just come right here for now. And blast away at Middlebury. And then we'll work on it. You guys fall back to some location where you can get some training done. I want you back up to trained and resupplied. You hold. I want you to take a minute in the Hague. Resupply, refit, everything you need to do. You've done your duty. We may want to switch out some of these troops and send them over to the Russian front, where I feel like there's going to be more opportunities for advances and thrusts and whatnot. If we just take Kharkov. We're through, we just need to take... Bam, bam, bam. Cancel. And if we go on, light attacks in all regions. Looking good. Down here. You don't need to really do that as much because we're not really all that concerned. I could send a thrust this way around Gothenburg to try and surround them. That's not as important. They are going to actually take this position. You attack that way to get a second attack going. What else can we do? Now with Middle Shard, this province here, and this province here, they will, in time, go away, but it's going to take a while. Now, which reminds me, I should really split up some of these forces. These troops should go down there, because they're with Bologna. Some of these troops are green divisions. They really should be, you know, just watching after our coastlines or something, or going somewhere else. They shouldn't be worried about the main lines. In here. Last stand. We don't have enough for last stand. We could go and defend Dunkirk, though. What about any other forces? You... Let's see. You can join this army, because this army is the one focused around the crushing of this army. The surrender at Leeuwarden was a portion of an army. This is an entire army that is going to die. And it's beautiful. It really is. You don't worry about that so much. I want you just to chill. Just to chill and recoup. So we can possibly use you in naval invasions. Now here, we got the second railway gun coming up. 80 centimeter cannon. What do we really need? Support equipment is doing surprisingly well. We need planes. That's plain to see. We got trains for days. We got plenty of gun. We have a surprisingly large number of heavy tanks. Let me look at that. Logistics. Heavy tanks. What's up with that? No, we just have 92 infantry tanks and then 98 Schützenpanzer auf B. Right. So this is the Panzer A. So we actually have enough where we could make more tank divisions? No, you and Theater T. Hey, is that always there? No one gonna tell me. Division template wise. Let's see. They've won 68%, which is still more than typical infantry divisions. And some of these don't count because they're lesser. Panzer divisions have won 90% of their combats because they've always been on the attack. The Ukrainian Fallschirmjäger has done better duty than our Fallschirmjäger. I find that funny. And here, the fight continues. We're trying to... I think they might have killed the troops in Malmo, or Malmo... No, they fell out. We're going to secure Malmo. In here... These troops should actually just join his army, because he is the expert of out of supply, winter specialist, and winter cold climatization. So he really is where the troops should be. You come this way. You, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Try to break them there. If we break them there, then these 3 divisions get cut off. In here, yeah, this force is just doing the Lord's work. I haven't seen their major navy around for a while. And here, you should attack that way. I think Malmo will hold? Question mark? Really depends. We need to break them here. We need to break them with these troops here, which is about to happen. Come on, couple more hours. Let's double check over here. Make sure Mulehouse is holding, Ghent is holding, well, Burgess is holding. This is a bunch of half-hearted attacks. You absolutely loved your attack plan, though. Start the siege. The railway gun has almost made it to position. It should go in Antwerp, because I think that'll have in range of everything else. Right, I still haven't done my military factories. Oops. We need more panzers. We need more motorized. Motorized is so cheap and yet so usable. We have plenty of towed artillery, plenty of towed anti-air, plenty of towed anti-tanks for our purposes. We need more guns. I could be putting more into you, but just looking at it, it's more expensive in terms of steel. We got the steel for it. We can build that up. We need more fighter production. I mentioned at least 15. Our construction is still working on at least 3 factories, building up this rail line. The Lista cannot be built up yet anyway. Building up in Liège, building up in West Prussia, and yeah, we got a lot still to build. Things are going okay. Things are going good. Ottomans are having a hard time. Let's check down here. You take their capital, Nairobi. That should be the end of it. You guys have made it to your position. They've taken Mombasa, but we should be able to take them back. This was my garrison from Madagascar, and I believe my garrison from out here on that island. Don't really know why St. Helena needs to have a garrison, but I had one there. You try to take up to Mombasa. Take it to Mombasa streets. Up here, we had a glorious battle where we utterly destroyed the Italian Navy. Down here, is it almost time? Oh, it's time for the invasion of Sicily. It is fully time. You're just chilling. All of my scout forces are on do not engage. You're engaged in combat up here against the most unnecessary of targets. You're mostly a battle line fleet. I don't know why you bring those troops in. Yeah, the Battle of Middlebury is going great. Are they... Where's my gun? Where's my gun? Oh, where's my gun? Where's my gun? Here it is. You're coming into Antwerp. You are... Yeah, good. Antwerp's just a good position. It holds most of our front line there, as well as here. So now you should be railway gun bombardment. Hell yeah, brother. Could also need one in Dunkirk. Railway guns, important to our battle plan. And here, force them in Malmo. No, you need to go that way. Hold them back. These are Batavian troops, strangely enough. Oh, where's my dick? Defend in Malmo so that they can't be reinforced. Defend there so they can't be reinforced. This army's been surrounded. Glorious. Go this way to Gothenburg. If we can take to Gothenburg, everything else falls with it. So I need you up to here. Good. No, I guess they have made its connection. But we are concerned about that. In here, the Middleburg forces are holding. Yeah, you guys, you've done your duty to the fullest. Not sure how much I like this design. I think I'd go 3 medium tanks and 4 motorized, but I'm actually low on motorized right now. Down here, oh, they brought more troops up. Brought more troops up to the center. We're trying to take the Kharkov. Cross this river. I don't know why we did. Could not tell you why. Make sure you defend yourselves. You fall back in across to this side of the river. Don't worry about over there. We just care about Kharkov. In here, Alista might fall. Sad days. But that won't help them. You... Okay, nice. What is the supply situation here? We would need to take to Krichev there. Smolensk and Vitebsk. Actually have quite a lot of places to reinforce there. Got it. Not really the most important. Ah, they reinforced those troops. But, oh, they're all heading into the slaughter. I can't laugh yet. They're all gonna die. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on, come on, come on. What are you up to? My navies are getting better. This navy, at this point, really should come out. Because you're repairing. My repairs have been just non-stop. You, Dreadnought class, you, What else is repairing? 2 months on the Bayern. 2 days, 1 day, 3 days, 5 days. That is a lot to repair at once. Don't worry about it so much. Don't worry about it. You with your forces, you should attack now too at there. So they just keep going back and forth, and they keep getting hammered. Some of you need to join this force, which is our protection force. Good. Yep, that works. And here, they have their navy out. Their navy's there, our navy's there. You know, we're all chilling. Go attack that way to hold them steady. Your troops have made it through. I'm looking for an attack all the way to Gothenburg. Malmo will hold, I'm thinking. You go that way. Man, it sounds like there's a railway gun by. No, there isn't. My railway gun is right here. This is my cannon. This is my gun. Close air support. Doing the Lord's work. They can infinitely respawn, but after a while they should hold. You. Now, what do I want to do next? Do I want this army to advance through? And I think I do. You. I want this force and this force, Ascari. I want you two to hold together. I can apparently start putting in some more troops to be... actually, that's a couple things I can do here. I want my Panzer Division with Panzer support. No, that's anti-Panzer guns. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Panzer Schutzing. That's the heavy tank. Replace the armored recon with an armored anti-tank. Decreases the value, right? Fuel capacity. Oh wow, fuel capacity goes way down. Those light tanks were doing numbers. So yeah, replace that with the support anti-tank gun so that it has both the armor of the heavy tank and it has the support gun. Save that. Then I'm thinking this division here, or this division, King's Wilhelm division, you can be granted Panzer support, and you would gain 40 heavy tanks. We already have the support equipment to handle it, and we have the manpower, so you can become a member of that elite echelon. They can join up in this army. This army can get a new symbol, because that symbol really doesn't work anymore. This will be my tank army. I think my tank force should go from Lille, around here, right here. Take Amiens. Take Paris. That should be our battle plan, even though I know that plan has some severe flaws in it. In here, no, I need you to go that way. I need this force to make sure that we don't lose here. Less than a day. Hopefully we can get our troops in there in time. You go that way, you go that way. Here, where everything seems fine. Yeah, you guys are fine. Oh, they brought everything to bear in this fight. My Schustings divisions. You, work out. I want you to get rearmed, refitted. I want you to have more SGs. I replaced the anti-air that was in this battalion with an engineer company. It actually just worked better with what the purpose of that division is for. You don't have any supply? Well, you better take Gothenburg. Here in Gotham City. Gothenburg only has one. Only one protector. Updated equipment. Yeah, it's just the Kaiser class. Let's look at the Navy situation again. Oh, wait a minute. I'm invading Sicily. I need to watch out for that. Because here, a division got caught out by these forces. Let's make sure you are not even paying attention. Got it. Of course you're not. But this force is looking after them. Some of them are being cut off, some of them aren't. That's the annoying thing about being caught out in battle, is that you have to sit there until you can escape. Because they're about to escape. What is this? Is this a naval invasion? Or is this Low Countries? Naval battle plan on the Low Countries? I will take all of these, please. Panama, Mexico, Australian Confederation. Yeah, but they can all have it. They can all be friends. What makes you friends? Put the video game competition with them. You hold in Gothenburg. You just chill. We've now turned their offensive into a series of retreats. They got an army out, a navy. They got a navy out and ready to go. I'm saying this fleet here, it has 40 destroyers and 6 battleships out and ready to go. You are to the point where I would say, like, maybe, is there a button for split off my current wounded? Repair now versus refit ships? Nope. Because I could replay this cruiser, I could repair Some of these 90%, 97, 97, 90%, 90%, not really worth it. So I'm saying we get back into action, strike force, and get out there, abandon tasks, but also go back onto, you know, do your thing in time. You should want to engage in combat somewhere. Ah, here you go. You're already engaged. Good for you. Because you have 52 vessels, 40 of them being destroyers. You should have enough protection to keep you safe. Here, you have railgun support. You do. Good. Nearby rail ray guns. Lovely. Need to kit out my line with those. And here, these troops are chilling. The second Fallschirmjäger doesn't have to do anything at all. I'm assuming these would be having to retrain new recruits and stuff. Here, okay, they're bringing in a proper fleet. Are you moving yet? You're not. How about I set you to always engage? So you go and engage? For the love of God? And engage at low risk, engage at high risk. This fleet can engage at high risk because it's relatively important. Ah, good. Kikikuland. Kikikyo. Pass, 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 pass. Where in this list is Middle Africa? Bam. Easiest war. Done. Equipment seized. Oh, and a national focus is done too. Nice. What were we working on? I think we were doing something with military revival or something along those lines. Maybe I could go artillery research, better artillery. I could work on my navy. Heed Dunnett's words, modernize our cruisers, fortify the north coast, flood civilian naval pacts, treaty with Ireland. Supply lines to Singapore for convoys. Expand Singapore Harbor. Fliegertrupp. Keep the Fliegertrupp or an independent Luftwaffe. Since the Weltkrieg, the Wade Baron Manfred Freya von Richthofen has argued that the establishment of an independent air force in the Luftwaffe, as he likes to call it. Oh, technically the Luftwaffe hasn't existed yet, apparently. That would be bomber groups, naval aviation. Goes down this route, found the Luftlande troop. Ironically, I've already done that. The Luftlande is just my paratroopers, which are not Luftlande. They are the Fallschirmjäger. Yes, I'll do independent. Apparently, up until this point, they have not been. You guys. Now, the siege of Middlebury is exactly that. A siege. A very, very slow siege. So we, instead, want to get here with a battle plan towards right there. I want to take here, take Amiens on the way, and go and just go with it. Well, here we just siege them down. Eventually, they will be starved out. The low supply is severely crippling them. They will be taken out in time. Let's see, in terms of aviation, they have 600 planes, we have 100 planes. Of fighters, I could throw my air superiority at them, but how good is that going to be, really? You go over the Rhineland, please. We have air superiority over here, because no one else is fighting there. We've got air superiority here. We've lost air superiority here, but they don't have any fighters in the region, so it's kind of a moot point. In here, they managed to take Malmo, so they managed to get some supply again. They're about to take Gothenburg if we don't stop them, and relink up with that force. That's the thing with this army here, is that we kind of need to focus on taking them out one by one in all their forms. Just focus on it. They don't have a commander. African troops. This episode's going long. Hold, you now need to get your army there with the battle plan. Just walk right on up through the Sudan. These forces can still chill in here. Next episode should be the beginnings of the invasion of Sicily. Some of them got put off. Where's this troop going? This troop is actually the one that's going on to Palermo itself. And you are the one going on to Palermo itself. So the other wings of the attack plan, the one going south of Palermo, here and here, are working. It's the other ones that are going to be delayed. Got it. We also got troops here. We'll be the ones that land on Sicily after the landing is made. The beachfront properties held. You keep going. You keep going. We're having problems with our own supply. So it's kind of like you have to make it there now. I could give you a trait. I can make you a combined arms expert. I'm also making new tank divisions. I'll send... These will be the ones that I send east. The ones that I currently have over here I'll send here. I'll keep here. I believe Westerschelt and Middlebury are the only locations here. So we'll take out those fortresses. They really are just fortresses, aren't they? But that'll be for the next episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye!